Hi there, Chris here with another fresh tip for you all. In this video, we're going to take a look at painting liquid in a bottle. So this is basically a two-dimensional effect on a 3D surface. We're going to create the impression that there is a bottle in this guy's hand and it has a liquid in it. We're going to go for an overall green kind of glass kind of theme. So we're going to use Plague Bearer. This is the Citadel Contrast paint. Here I'm just illustrating that it's kind of important where to create the line, the level line, where the liquid is going to be obviously sitting kind of level inside the bottle. So obviously we're going to eyeball it using our base as basically a guide for how, where we're going to create our line. Basically the line is parallel to the base as gravity would work, as you would assume. And so basically I'm using that as a rough guide. I basically laid a little line initially with the Plague Bearer. It was kind of hard to see initially, but it was there. And I slowly begin to build up the color. Now, as we are working with the color to go for our initial effect here, we're basically doing it in two halves. Where we created that horizon line, the bottom portion, we're building the color deeper towards that line, and above that, we're creating getting darker color higher up so that we have a bit brighter horizon point above the horizon line, if that makes any sense. This next green we're going to go in with, or Militarum green, we are basically just going to create a deeper green closer to that horizon line. Basically all I'm doing is I'm just laying a little bit of the color down and then just feathering it out a little bit. Using it on both sides of the horizon line, as it were. We're just going to keep calling it a horizon line because it's just easier to describe it. Once that's dry, we're going to come in with Creed Camo. Again, these are the Citadel Contrast variety. These are really fun colors to use as they're nice and thin and they're translucent, or, well, transparent. And it allows color to play through, and you can create some really interesting blends. Again, with this Creed Camo, I am just laying a little bit down and then blending it out a little bit. As I was working my way around and building that line up and trying to keep it even as possible, as I was blending the color around, I decided, no, I'm just going to simply lay a little bit down into my palette, thin it with just a little bit of water, and then begin overall creating a transition along the upper portion and building up that color at the horizon line for the bottom portion. So we're imagining that the bottom portion of the horizon line is where our liquid is, and above that is empty space within the bottle. Assuming that this is a bottle. I don't know. It's got like a handle and valve thing on it. It could be a fire extinguisher for all I know. And as you see here, it was after a couple more layers, you can see it's gotten really quite dark at those points. Again, I wanted to go for a bit more contrast. And this is about 3 layers, I believe, where I was building that, that deeper color up. And next we're going to come in with some Wraith Bone. This is the newer base color. And I'm just taking a little bit of what that Creed Camo was, and I'm just knocking back a bit of that Wraith Bone, just so it's not quite so bone-like. It's got a little hint of green to it, and we're just going to reestablish that horizon line, just create a bit of brightness. And we're also going to work our way around the edges of the bottle itself. Next, I'm coming in with just pure Wraith Bone here. And then just defining that right from that farthest left edge, like where the bottle curves upwards to the neck of the bottle. I'm having it a bit brighter there rather than closer towards the hand. And then of course I just do the bottom rim of the bottle as well. White Scar is next, and like we were doing gem effects, we're simply going to put a spot highlight here on the top of the bottle. So I'm just putting it right on top of that curvature. I'm going to follow a little bit of the curvature. I was going to initially lay a kind of a line down, but then I just ended up laying a couple of dots down along that edge, and then I basically lay a long, very thin edge highlight down the length of the bottle, kind of showing like the reflection of the glass. Now at any point as you're doing this, you can stop anywhere and be satisfied with your results. We're going to come in with some orc flesh here. Again, we're going to thin it down with some contrast medium, and basically because I just wanted a little bit more green to the bottle. I lost a bit of that color saturation as I was kind of building up and really kind of increasing the contrast. So I wanted a bit more green. I wanted this kind of look like, a wine bottle or a beer bottle or, what have you. And so I just wanted a bit more green, and then I established a little bit more green, a different green on the upper half, to show that obviously like we still have a similar tint of green, but the liquid casts a different light as well. Of course, we covered up our highlights, but we're not too worried about that. We can always reestablish those if we want. And then here, I'm just laying a bit of Ard Coat down, and just really quickly here, we're just slapping it onto the surface. And this, again, you can forego even the spot highlights and just slap this Ard Coat down. And here you go. Once it's all dry, you can see it looks like a little bottle there, and it's got a little bit of liquid inside, and you know, it's kind of a fun little effect. But again, at any point where you're happy with the results or what colors you're using, feel free to stop and just slap some Ard Coat on it, and it looks like a little bottle. Big thank you to all my patrons. Without their support, these videos would not be possible. And so if you are considering Patreon support, a huge thank you, and these videos will continue. Wow.